Welcome. Today, let us explore the deep mystery of the Adhyatam Upanishad, specifically the fifth verse. A verse of extraordinary power, yet incredible simplicity. Osho would often say that the real secrets of life are not complicated, they are simply too simple for the cunning mind. This Upanishad, like a timeless mirror, reflects our true nature beyond choice, beyond effort, beyond even the desire for freedom. Let us walk together into this sacred space. The Adhyatam Upanishad says in its fifth mantra, when the choice, Vikalpa, and the resolve, Sankalpa, end, the mind itself ceases. Then the Supreme Self shines by itself, like the sun in the clear sky. This is not a theory. It is an existential truth. And Osho's entire approach is to make this truth a living reality for us. Let's begin by understanding what is meant by choice and resolve. Vikalpa means choice, division, fragmentation. The mind is constantly choosing this over that, good over bad, success over failure. We are always divided. One part of us wants one thing, another part wants something else. We live in this inner civil war. Choice is the very fabric of the mind. As long as there is choice, there is conflict. As long as there is conflict, there can be no peace. And Sankalpa. Sankalpa is resolve. The decision, the will. You make a determination, an oath, I will do this. I will achieve that. But this too is mind. It is built on desire, on the sense of lack. You want to become something, because you believe you are incomplete. Osho says, your mind is nothing but choices and resolutions. Your ego is nothing but the doer behind them. Without choice, there is no mind. Without resolve, there is no ego. The Upanishad is not telling you to suppress choice or suppress desire. It is saying, see them clearly. See their futility. When you see with total awareness that all choice is conflict, all resolve is desire, they drop. Not because you force them to drop, but because they are seen as unnecessary. When choice and resolve end, the mind ceases. Mind is equal to Vikalpa plus Sankalpa. If these two stop, what remains? Silence. Consciousness without content. Being without becoming. A vast sky with no clouds. Osho says, meditation is not concentration, not effort. It is simply watching the mind's movement of choice and resolve, until the movement exhausts itself. When you stop feeding the mind with choice and desire, it loses energy. It collapses. What remains is awareness itself. The Upanishad says, then the Supreme Self shines by itself, like the sun in a clear sky. When the clouds disappear, does the sun have to do anything to shine? No. It has always been shining. The clouds were only an obstacle in our seeing. Similarly, your true self, the Atman, the pure awareness, is always present. It doesn't need to be achieved. It needs only to be unveiled. Osho says, all methods of meditation are tricks to help you exhaust your choices, drop your resolves, and stand naked in your own nature. It is not about adding something to you. It is about dropping what you are not. Listen carefully. Most spiritual paths still play the game of Sankalpa. They say, decide to become enlightened. Make the resolve. Do the practice. Become something. But that is subtle ego. Even the desire for moksha is still desire. Even the resolve to meditate is still a form of will. The Adhyatam Upanishad says, let even that go. When you stop trying to become free, you are free. When you stop trying to achieve Samadhi, you are in Samadhi. Osho calls this the pathless path. He says, enlightenment is your nature. How can you achieve your own nature? You can only recognize it, remember it. Osho's entire approach to meditation is effortlessness. He gave active meditations not so you would do something, but so you would exhaust doing. Dance so totally that the dancer disappears. Cry so deeply that the crier is gone. Laugh so fully that there is no one left to laugh. And in that emptiness, awareness remains. It is not about suppression. Not about controlling thoughts. But seeing them arise and fall without interference. When you stop interfering, they slow down, like ripples in a pond settling on their own. And then the clear water reflects the sky perfectly. The Upanishad doesn't give a technique. It gives a truth. When choice and resolve end, mind ceases. That is the essence of all meditation. Osho said, techniques can only help you become aware of your choices. They cannot give you the state. That state is already there when choices drop. This is why he was against rigid disciplines. He called them subtle forms of bondage. Meditation is freedom. Not a new slavery. Not another project for the ego. But the dropping of all projects. How do you live this? Osho would say, watch. Just watch. When choice arises, watch it. When desire forms, watch it. When you resolve to do something spiritual, watch even that. Awareness has no choice. It simply is. And in that choiceless awareness, the mind has no fuel. It burns out. What remains is you, the real you. Pure, silent, radiant. Like the sun. This teaching is so simple that the ego resists it. The ego wants something to do. It wants a path, a ritual, a discipline. It wants to become enlightened as an achievement. But the Adhyatam Upanishad destroys all that. It says, stop choosing. Stop resolving. Just see. You cannot do this through effort. You can only relax into it. Osho says, truth is not attained. It is recognized when all false efforts drop. It is the ultimate relaxation. The ultimate letting go. Today more than ever, our minds are full of choices. We live in a world of endless options. Our desires multiply. Our resolves keep changing. This constant agitation is the modern disease. And the ancient cure is here. Osho brought these ancient words into modern relevance. He said, Drop the shopping mind. Drop the becoming mind. Just be. This is not passivity. It is the highest awareness. Because only in that awareness can true intelligence flow. This Upanishad is not about Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, Islam. It is about human consciousness. It is a universal science. When the mind stops, the self shines. This is as true in India as it is in Japan or America. As true for the poor as for the rich. For the young as for the old. Osho said, religion is not belief. It is transformation. The Upanishad is a call to transform. To drop the mind. To be the self. If you want to practice this teaching, sit silently. Watch your thoughts. Notice every choice, liking, disliking, wanting, avoiding. Don't judge them. Don't fight them. Just see them arise and pass. Let even the desire to meditate go. Rest in awareness itself. There is nothing to achieve. Awareness is not a goal. It is the ground of your being. When choice ends, the mind ends. When the mind ends, the self shines. This is the promise of the Upanishad. This is the promise of meditation. Beloved ones, Osho's gift was to remind us of this ancient wisdom. To free us from false spiritualities based on ambition. To bring us back to simplicity. To remind us, you are already that. Just drop what you are not. Meditation is nothing but this art of dropping. The Upanishad has given us the ultimate shortcut. End choice. End resolve. Rest in yourself. If this truth resonates with you, let it sink into your heart. Don't make a new goal out of it. Just see it. Live it. Be it. Thank you for listening. May you discover the effortless path to Samadhi. May you recognize your own light, shining like the sun in the clear sky. In Osho's words, be a witness. And in that witnessing, all that is false drops. Only the truth remains. And the truth liberates. Stay blessed. Stay aware.